The Three Little Pigs, Chapter 1. A mummy pig lives in an old barn. She has 3 little baby pigs. The 3 little pigs are big now. "You are too big to live here with me. You can go and build your houses. Be careful. The big bad wolf can catch you. Build strong houses. I will miss you, my little piggies," tells their mum. "Bye, Mum." The 3 little pigs set off. "The big bad wolf will not catch us," they say. Chapter 2. The 3 little pigs walk along the path. They want to build 3 houses. They meet a man. The man has lots of straw. The first little pig thinks that he can build his house of straw. "Please, can you give me some straw?" says the first little pig. "Yes, I can," says the man. The first little pig builds his house of straw. "Now the big bad wolf will not catch me. I build my house of straw. I build my house of hay. And I play around all day," says the first little pig. Chapter 3. The 2 little pigs walk the path, and then they meet a man. He has lots of sticks. The second little pig thinks that he can build his house of sticks. "Please, can you give me some sticks?" says the second little pig. "Yes, I can," says the man. The second little pig builds his house of sticks. "Now the big bad wolf will not catch me. I build my house of sticks. I build my house of twigs. And I play on the fiddle and dance all day," says the second little pig. They build their houses very fast. They sing and dance all day. They are lazy. Chapter 4. The third little pig walks the path, and then he meets a man. The man has lots of bricks. The third little pig thinks that he can build his house of bricks. He is clever. "Please, can I have some bricks?" says the third little pig. "Of course," says the man. The third little pig works hard all day. He builds his house of bricks. "I build my house of stone. I build my house of bricks. I have no time to sing and dance. I do not mix work and play." Chapter 5. 2 little pigs laugh at the third little pig. Ha ha ha. The third little pig builds a very strong house. "You can play and laugh and fiddle. I will be safe, and you'll be sorry when the big bad wolf comes to your door," says the third little pig. But 2 little pigs still laugh at the third little pig. They sing and dance. "Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, big bad wolf, big bad wolf? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, tra-la-la-la-la?" Chapter 6. The big bad wolf lives in the forest. One day he sees the first little pig in his house of straw. He is hungry. He loves to eat fat little piggies. "I smell a little pig," says the big bad wolf. Knock, knock, knock. He knocks on the door and says gruffly, little pig, let me come in." "Oink, oink, no, no, no. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I won't let you in," says the little pig. The big bad wolf growls, "Grrr. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." The big bad wolf huffs and puffs and blows the house down. Chapter 7. The little pig runs away. Oink, oink, help, help, the wolf is here. He runs to his brother's house. The wolf then comes to the house of sticks. The two little pigs are in the house. Knock, knock, knock. He knocks on the door and says gruffly, little pigs, let me come in. Oink, oink, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. We won't let you in, say the little pigs. The big bad wolf growls, grrr, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. The big bad wolf huffs and puffs and blows the house down. Chapter 8. The little pigs run away. Oh no, help, help, the wolf is here. They run to their brother's house. The wolf then comes to the house of bricks. Knock, knock, knock. He knocks on the door and says gruffly, little pigs, let me come in. Oink, oink, no, 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 not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, we won't let you in, say the three little pigs. The big bad wolf growls, grrr, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Well, the wolf huffs and puffs and huffs and puffs and huffs and puffs again, but he cannot blow down that brick house. The house is too strong. Chapter 9. The big bad wolf is not happy. He is very angry and very hungry. The wolf is a sly old wolf, and he climbs up on the roof. The little pig sees the wolf climb up on the roof, and they light fire in the fireplace. They put a big pot with hot water on it. Then the wolf comes down the chimney to get three little pigs. Splash! He falls down into that hot pot of water. He is surprised. He jumps out of the pot and runs out of the door. He never comes back. The two little pigs now feel sorry for being so lazy. They too build their houses of bricks and live happily ever after. The end. A king lived in a beautiful palace. The palace had a very big garden with a lot of lovely flowers. People walked through the garden and looked at the flowers. Then they walked through a beautiful wood to the sea. A nightingale lived in a tree in the wood. It sang beautifully. Every night an old man came through the wood to the sea. He wanted to catch fish. He stood and listened to the little bird. Oh, that's a pretty song, he thought, and he cried. Visitors from many other countries came to see the king. We like your city, your palace, and your garden, they told the king. They're very beautiful. Some visitors heard the little bird. Nothing is as beautiful as the nightingale's voice, they said. They wrote books about the city, the palace, and the garden, and they always wrote wonderful things about the nightingale. Other people round the world read these books, and one day the king saw one. He read, and he was very happy. But nothing is as good as the nightingale's voice, the book said. What's this? Asked the king. The nightingale? I don't know this bird. Is there really a bird with a beautiful voice in my garden? Nobody told me. We learn a lot of new things from books. So the king called his most important servant. People say there's a very pretty bird here, said the king. They say that it sings very beautifully. I want the nightingale to sing to me tonight. I don't know this nightingale, said the servant, but I'll find it. But where was the bird? The servant ran everywhere. He asked the other servants, but they knew nothing about it. He went to the king and said, "There's no nightingale here. I can't find it." "A great king sent me this book," said the king. "It says there's a nightingale in my garden. Bring it here now, or I'll be very angry." The servant ran through the palace and its gardens, and the other servants ran too. Then they found a young girl in the palace kitchen and asked her about the nightingale. "Oh, yes, it sings in the wood near the sea. It has a beautiful voice. I take some food through the wood to my mother every night because she's very ill. Sometimes I sit down in the wood and then I hear the nightingale's song." "Little girl," said the servant, "please take us to the nightingale." The other servants went with them. On their way to the wood, they heard a cow. "There's the nightingale," one man said. "It sings very nicely." "No, that's a cow," the little girl said. "We're a long way from the nightingale's home. Near a small river in the garden, some toads started to make a noise." "Now I can hear it," said a servant. "No, those are toads. They have ugly voices," said the little girl. "But we'll hear the nightingale in these trees." Then the small bird started to sing. "There it is," the little girl said. She showed them a little bird in one of the trees. "Is that the nightingale?" asked a servant. "It isn't very pretty. The other birds are prettier and more interesting." "Little nightingale," the girl called, "our king wants you to sing something to him." "I'll be happy to sing to the king," the nightingale said. "It has a beautiful voice," said the servant. "It will make the king and his friends very happy." "Where is the king?" the little bird asked. "Isn't he here in the wood?" "Pretty little bird, you're going to the king's palace tonight. You'll sing there," the servant said. "I live happily in the green trees." "Can I sing inside a palace?" "I don't know," said the nightingale. "But the king wants me to sing to him, so I'll try." And the little bird went with the servants to the palace. The king sat in a great room in his palace, and the nightingale sat on a table. The king's servants and his friends were in the room. They all looked at the nightingale. The little bird started to sing. It sang beautifully. The king started to cry, and so everybody cried with him. "Your songs make me happy," the king said. "I'll give you some pretty shoes." "Thank you," the nightingale said, "but I don't want anything. You cry when you hear my songs, and that makes me happy." Then it sang again. "Please stay in my palace," said the king. "You can go out into the wood every morning and afternoon, and again every night." He gave the nightingale servants. They went everywhere with the little bird. One day, somebody brought a box to the king. It was another nightingale, but it was wood. "What's this?" the king asked. "It can't eat or drink. It can't walk or run. But can it sing?" He looked at his servants. "Let's hear it." Somebody turned the key. The nightingale could only sing one song, but it sang this song many times. Then the king said, "I want to hear my nightingale sing. Where is it?" It flew out of the open window to its home in the wood. A servant said. It flew away? Why? The king asked. That old nightingale isn't as good as this new bird, the king's friends said. This nightingale will sing all day. The people in the city came and listened to the new bird. Its song made them very happy. But the old man from the wood said, The new nightingale has a pretty voice, but the little nightingale's voice is better. The servants put the new nightingale on a table near the king's bed. People wrote long books about the new nightingale. Not many people could read these long books, but they liked them because the king did. The new nightingale sang for a year. The king, his friends, and the people in the city knew its song. It always sang the same song in the same way. So now, people could sing with the nightingale. The little boys in the street sang the nightingale's song. The king sang its song too. You sing beautifully, the servants told him. But one night there was a noise inside the nightingale. Bang! Now the bird could not sing. The king jumped quickly out of bed and called for help. Why can't the nightingale sing? He asked. Look inside it. A man opened the nightingale and looked inside it. Then he turned the key and it sang again, but he said, This bird can't sing every day now. It can only sing for one day every year. 5 years later, the king was very ill. People said, He isn't going to live. There will be a new king. The king looked cold and white in his beautiful bed. He's dead, his friends thought. They went away and visited the new king. But the king was not dead. A window was open near his bed, and the king looked out at the beautiful sky. I'm going to die, he thought. I did many good things in my life, and many bad things too. I don't want to think about those things. He called to the nightingale on the table, Sing, little nightingale, please, please sing. But the nightingale did not sing. Then the king heard a sound outside, a beautiful voice. The nightingale from the wood sat on a tree and sang. It sang about beautiful flowers and woods and gardens. The king was happy again. Thank you, he said to the bird. You beautiful little bird, you came back and helped me. I won't die now. What can I give you? You gave me something very beautiful when I first sang for you, the nightingale said. You cried. I will always remember that day. But I'll sing now, and you sleep. The nightingale sang, and the king slept. Later, he opened his eyes and saw the sun in the sky. Where are my servants? He asked. They aren't in the palace. Do they think I'm dead? Are they with the new king? The little nightingale sat next to him and sang. Please stay with me, the king said. I'll throw the other bird away. Don't throw the other bird away, said the nightingale. It wanted to make you happy, but it couldn't sing every day. I can't stay inside your palace because my home is in the woods, but I'll come here sometimes. I'll sit in this tree near your window and I'll sing for you. Then the nightingale flew away. The servants came into the room and looked at the dead king. But he was not dead. The king sat up. Good morning, he said. Hello, I'm Liza. I'll be narrating a story. If you enjoy my calm voice and appreciate my work, please like the video and leave a comment. Let's begin the story. Cinderella is a pretty girl. She's got blue eyes and blonde, curly hair. She's always happy. She likes singing and playing with her pet cat and the mice in the kitchen. She lives in a big house with her two sisters. Her sisters are very ugly. They've got big noses and big, ugly feet. They don't like Cinderella, and she has to do all the work in the house. They throw their clothes on the floor. Pick up our clothes, they say. They shout at Cinderella. Clean the kitchen, wash the clothes, cook the dinner. One day, Cinderella is in the kitchen. She's washing the plates. The sun is shining and Cinderella is happy. She's looking out of the window and singing with the birds. Blackie, her cat, is playing with his friends, the little mice. Goldie is Cinderella's goldfish. He's swimming in his bowl and listening to the birds singing, Cinderella, Cinderella, say her sisters. Come here, quickly. Cinderella runs upstairs into the living room. Here I am, she says. Look at this. We've got an invitation from the king, an invitation to the ball at the palace. An invitation to the ball, says Cinderella. That's wonderful. Yes, say the sisters. We can wear beautiful dresses and we can dance with Prince Charming. Can I come to the ball? Says Cinderella. You, say the sisters. Come to the ball? No, you can't come to the ball. You haven't got a dress. On the day of the ball, Cinderella is very busy. The ugly sisters want Cinderella to do everything. Cinderella, come here and help me with my dress. Cinderella, come here and help me with my hair. Cinderella, go and find my blue shoes. Cinderella, go and find my yellow bag. Cinderella, where's my necklace? Cinderella, where's my ring? Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. Quickly, quickly, quickly. It's time to go. Don't cry, Cinderella, says Blackie. I want to go to the ball, says Cinderella. You can go to the ball, says a beautiful woman. Who are you? Says Cinderella. I'm your fairy godmother, says the beautiful woman. Cinderella, go into the garden and find a nice big pumpkin, says the fairy godmother. Come here, Blackie, let's put Goldie here on the floor, and, oh yes, 6 little white mice. Perfect, says the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother waves her magic wand and says, abracadabra. The pumpkin is now a beautiful coach. Goldie is now a footman. Blackie is now a coachman. And the 6 white mice are now 6 beautiful white horses. The fairy godmother waves her wand again. Cinderella's old gray dress is now a wonderful new dress, and on her feet there are pretty glass shoes. Now you can go to the ball, Cinderella, says the fairy godmother. But you must be home before midnight. At the palace, there are a lot of people. They're in the ballroom, talking and laughing and dancing. Everyone is happy. The king and queen are enjoying the ball. Who is that beautiful princess? Says one of the ugly sisters. I don't know, says the other ugly sister. Look, Prince Charming is dancing with her. Prince Charming likes Cinderella, and they dance and dance and dance all evening. Dong, dong. Cinderella looks at the clock. It's midnight. I must go, she says. Cinderella runs out of the ballroom and down the steps. Prince Charming runs out of the ballroom. Don't go, he says. Please come here. But Cinderella isn't there. It's midnight and she's running home. "What's this?" says Prince Charming. He looks on the steps and sees Cinderella's glass shoe. "I can go to every house in the town," he says. "I can ask every girl in the town to put on this shoe. I can find the beautiful princess. Prince Charming is here, Prince Charming is here," say the ugly sisters. "Go away. Go into the kitchen, Cinderella. The glass shoe isn't yours. You can't see Prince Charming. Quickly, 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 go, go, go!" The ugly sisters put on the glass shoe. They have very big, ugly feet, and the shoe is very small. Cinderella opens the door. "Can I put on the shoe?" she says. "Go away," say the ugly sisters. "No, wait," says Prince Charming. "Come here and put on the shoe." Cinderella puts on the shoe. "The shoe is yours," says Prince Charming. "You are the beautiful princess." "I'm not a princess. I'm Cinderella," she says. "But the shoe is mine." Prince Charming and Cinderella have a beautiful wedding in the garden at the palace. All the people from the town come to the wedding. It's a beautiful sunny day, and Prince Charming and Cinderella are very happy. "Can we be friends now?" says Cinderella to her ugly sisters. "You are a good, kind girl, Cinderella," they say. "We want to be your friends." "Good," says Cinderella, and they all live happily ever after. The end. The people from a small town in France are outside the king's summer castle. The king goes out onto the balcony. "We are very happy to tell you that we have a baby daughter. Her name is Aurora. Everyone is invited to a party here at the castle tomorrow," he says. The king goes back into the castle. The queen is singing to the baby. "The party tomorrow is going to be wonderful," says the king. "All the people from the town are coming, and of course we must invite the flower fairies." Everyone in the castle is very busy. The cooks are cooking delicious roast meats with vegetables, and they are making delicious cakes too. The cleaners are sweeping and dusting. The queen's friends are picking flowers in the garden and putting flowers in all the rooms. The food smells delicious," says the king, "and the castle is very pretty with all these flowers." Little Princess Aurora is sleeping happily. She doesn't know there is going to be a party tomorrow. The next day the sun shines, and all the men, women, and children from the town come to the party. The children like the new baby and want to pick her up. "You can pick her up later when she wakes up," says the queen. "Yes," says the king. "Come and sit down now. The food is ready and we're all hungry. Look, look, over there by the trees," says a little boy. Everyone turns and looks at the trees. "Oh," says a little girl. "Are they?" "Yes, they are," says the queen. "They're the flower fairies." "Hello," say the flower fairies. "We've got some very special presents for Princess Aurora." "She's going to be beautiful," says Fairy Daisy. "She's going to be happy," says Fairy Iris. "She's going to be healthy," says Fairy Sunflower. "And?" says Fairy Poppy. "Stop!" says another fairy. "Who's this?" asks the queen. "It's Fairy Weed," say the flower fairies. "She's a bad fairy. She must leave the party." "No, I'm not going to leave," says Fairy Weed. "I've got a present for Princess Aurora, too. When she's 16, she's going to prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die." "Wait, I've got to give Princess Aurora my present now," says Fairy Poppy. "I can't change Fairy Weed's present, Princess Aurora is going to prick her finger on a spinning wheel when she's 16, but she isn't going to die. She's going to sleep for 100 years. She isn't going to prick her finger on a spinning wheel or sleep for 100 years, says the king. We must destroy all the spinning wheels in the town. Tomorrow everyone must take their spinning wheels to the town square. We're going to destroy them all. The next day, everyone takes their spinning wheels to the town square. There are big spinning wheels and small spinning wheels, new spinning wheels and old spinning wheels, new spinning wheels and old spinning wheels, and the king's men destroy them all. Thank you, everyone, says the king. Thank you for your spinning wheels. I'm very sorry that you can't make your clothes now, but I want to help you. I'm going to pay the people in Paris to make your clothes for you. Hooray for the king! Shout the people of the town. Hooray for our good, kind king! Princess Aurora grows into a beautiful young woman. On her 16th birthday, everyone in the castle is preparing for her birthday party. Come on, Molly, she says to her dog. Let's go to the old tower. The door is always locked, but today everyone's busy. Perhaps it's open. The door isn't locked. Princess Aurora and Molly go up the stairs. In a room at the top, there's an old lady and a spinning wheel. What's that? Asks Princess Aurora. It's a spinning wheel, says the old lady. You can touch it if you want. Princess Aurora touches the spinning wheel and pricks her finger. The flower fairies fly into the tower. Oh no, we're too late, says Fairy Daisy. She's asleep. She can't sleep alone for 100 years, says Fairy Sunflower. No, says Fairy Iris. Everyone in the castle must sleep for 100 years. Molly falls asleep near the bed. The king and queen fall asleep on their thrones. The queen's friends fall asleep picking flowers. The cleaners fall asleep sweeping and dusting. The cook falls asleep making a cake. The birds fall asleep in the trees. The cat falls asleep chasing a mouse. The castle is silent. Everyone is asleep. Everyone sleeps for 100 years. One day, a prince from Spain comes to the town. The people tell him about the sleeping princess. I'm going to castle. I want to see the sleeping princess, he says to his friends. There are big trees around the castle, and beautiful flowers are growing over the trees and the castle walls. The prince goes to the old tower. He sees the sleeping princess. He kisses her hand, and she wakes up. You're the prince of my dreams, she says, and you, Sleeping Beauty, are the princess of my dreams, he says. Everyone in the castle wakes up. The queen's friends start picking the flowers again. The cook starts making the cake. The birds start singing. The cat starts chasing the mouse, and the flower fairies fly into the castle. Prince Carlos of Spain is here, they say. Princess Aurora takes Prince Carlos to the king and queen. Mummy and Daddy, says Princess Aurora, this is Prince Carlos. He's going to stay and come to my birthday party. That's wonderful, says the queen. Yes, says the king. We're happy that you're here, and thank you very much for waking us up.